Do you need to put more mojo into your meetings? Are too many of your meetings soul-sucking, fun-sucking experiences? Michael Kerr here, and after this, I'm going to share a great idea that one company does to put mojo into all of their meetings.
Let's energize your workplace. Mike's here for some serious fun.
DBS Banks has created this great framework to put mojo into their meetings called Mojo. That's right, they use Mojo to put mojo into their meetings. Mojo stands for this. The MO part of Mojo stands for meeting owner. This is the person who's responsible for the meeting, who's responsible to make sure that the tools that are necessary to run the meeting are there, that the proper attendees are there, that everything one needs to have an effective meeting is there in place, and to make sure the meeting is facilitated in an effective way. The JO part of Mojo stands for Joyful Observer. And this is a person who's assigned to offer constructive feedback on the meeting, on how the meeting went. And notice the positive framing of that role, joyful observer. I think if they had gone with something like the sarcastic cynic, it probably wouldn't work very effectively because we want to make sure we're keeping things positive. So that's how they've added mojo into all of their meetings. And they have a tool that allows meeting participants to give feedback on their meetings. And one of the questions they ask, one of their customer servicey, which I believe is a term, customer servicey type questions that they ask is, would you recommend this meeting to a colleague? Isn't that an interesting question? How would your meetings be considered in your workplace? If you asked that question, I imagine that would scare a lot of folks in a lot of workplaces if you started surveying your employees with that question. Hey, would you recommend other colleagues have attended that meeting? But that's how they've put their mojo into their meetings, with a meeting owner, a joyful observer, and a feedback mechanism to make sure their meetings are as effective as possible. So what about you? Could this work for you? And what do you do in your workplace to make sure your meetings have their mojo on in their meetings? Maybe we need a mojo meter to measure. Maybe that could be a survey tool that we do with our meetings. How is the mojo in this particular meeting? So please leave a comment in the comment box below. What do you do in your workplace to add a little mojo into your meetings? And as always, I'm going to ask you to hit the subscribe button. Join our growing community as we talk about workplaces that rock, workplaces that are full of mojo.